Good morning. I'm going to walk you through the processes of drawing the base plate in case you need any extra assistance. So here's the base plate. I'm going to look at some of the basic dimensions. First, I'm going to do the outline of the overall shape. We don't know this triangle right here, so that's going to be the piece that I'm going to lay out when I get to the very end. So I'm going to start from my 0, 0 point here, go over 5.5 up 2, then come over here, go up 4 over 4.5, and then connect. So starting with my new drawing, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I've got everything set up. Let me make sure that you can see the entire screen, so I'm going to just make that a little bit smaller. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start the first line at 0, 0, so just type in that in. That's going to take your line over to the origin. I'm going to make sure I turn on my ortho button. That's this button right here. So the ortho, you can either click on that button or hit F8, and it will make all of the lines lock in at vertical or horizontal. So I'm going to drag my mouse over, and I'm going to drag my mouse up. Typing in 2, I don't even need to type in 0.0, I can just type in 2. I'm going to go back to line. We have something already activated, which we haven't been over yet. It's called Object Snap. So as you bring your mouse over to the left, it should highlight with a little green box and say endpoint, and that means it's selecting the last endpoint, or the endpoint there, and you're ready to start drawing. So I'm going to type in 4. And then I'm going to drag my mouse over to the right, type in 4.25, and that gives me this location. So now I'm just going to take my mouse over here and once again use that endpoint object snap, and I'm going to click. So that gives me the outline. Now I want to draw the circles. Okay, so the circles is a good time to use the coordinates because we know this is 0, 0, and we've been given the specific dimensions. So I'm going to go to the circle diameter command because as shown on the sheet of paper, this little circle with a line through it means that that's the diameter. So we have two circles that are concentric, meaning they share the same center point. Those two circles are going to be located at the x coordinate of 3 and the y coordinate of 1.5. And then this circle here is going to be x1, y 2.5. So back to circle. If I click on circle, you'll see circle radius and circle diameter. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the circle diameter because I already know that I have diameters. So 3, 1.5 is my location for the center of the circle because that's the first thing you have to specify. And then the second thing you specify is the diameter. So because these two circles are concentric, they're going to have the same center point. I can actually, I'll just go ahead and type it in. 3, 1.5, oops, 1.5. And then the next one is going to have a diameter of 2. Go back to circle diameter. The first information, it says to specify the center point, which we know that is our x at 1, y is 2.5. And then the diameter is 1. So that gives me the rest of that problem, and that problem is complete. When you go to save this, make sure you go up to the A, go to Save As, locate your Z drive. You should be able to locate your Z drive by seeing your name, your first two initials, your login, and then you're going to be able to put it in there. So you're going to be looking in your Drafting 1 folder under Geometric Construction. And then I'm just going to go ahead and save this as base plate. And that is the end of that problem.